wrong. We say German, you pronounce it every single word. So you pronounce it
Boy.
just like the alphabet. A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
Dialogue.
Sometimes
Prepare.
brofone we never mix it into dialogue silent. Very fact fast ordinary do. Okay.
Ordinary two. Two.
Then there was says nana.
Oh, they
Ordinary.
try me say that.
Maybe I was all kind S no. Maybe the S no was all kind of Z no. On count. Z no all kind of T S no so no.
So what kind of
Z zoo. Blue. Ordinary two.
ordinary two?
TS. Z is TS. Yeah, and to be able
Okay.
to
Alternate.
okay, I have
Okay.
to play the audio. I have to play the audio. All right. Well, let's play. I'm playing now.
B1, B und C.
Nummer 18. Bitte Raum 3.
Ach, entschuldigen Sie, ich brauche einen neuen Reisepass. Der alte Pass ist abgelaufen. Bin ich hier richtig?
Ja, ich warte auch.
Können Sie mir sagen, was ich tun muss?
Sie müssen bei dem Automaten eine Nummer ziehen und dann hier warten, so wie ich.
Ah ja. Nummer 42.
Außerdem brauchen Sie 2 neue Passfotos. Und Sie müssen ein grünes Formular ausfüllen. Das bekommen Sie am Schalter.
Das weiß ich. Das grüne Formular habe ich schon und die Fotos auch. Sehen Sie? Aber da sehe ich furchtbar aus. Viel älter als ich bin und so unfreundlich. Man darf ja jetzt nicht mehr lachen, wenn Passfotos gemacht werden. Ich sehe fast so aus wie meine Schwester.
Ach ja?
Ja, meine Schwester ist aber schon fast 70. Warten Sie, ich habe da ein Foto von ihr. Wo ist es? Ah, ja, hier. Man sieht schon, dass wir Schwestern sind. Die blonden Haare, das runde Gesicht, die blauen Augen. Was meinen Sie?
Ja, ich weiß nicht.
Unser Bruder sieht ganz anders aus. Hier sehen Sie, das ist unser Bruder. Ein attraktiver Mann, finden Sie nicht auch?
Wenn Sie es sagen.
Die dunklen Augen hat er von unserer Mutter und auch die breite Nase. Eine neue Brille hat er jetzt auch. Und er trägt so gern alte T-Shirts wie mein Enkel. Von ihm habe ich auch ein Foto. Warten Sie.
Nummer 19. Bitte Raum 4.
Oh, das ist meine Nummer. Entschuldigen Sie mich.
Aber haben Sie nicht Nummer 25?
Hey, oh maybe. Boy.
Yeah. I'm not like these are the options, but it doesn't make sense. Options not say for sure. Make sense.
Na see the ọba ne ne ka ni nyinaa, ọba ne ne kasa ni nyinaa.
Maybe a man. I say man on the car, but sir. R eins. I'm saying for the show and I'm just Hauptregal. Then the outer im Singular. When adjective declination. Also, like einer, I know. So, but so married and not like this. When you complete, the answers are correct because ich brauche einen neuen Reisepass geht. Der alte Pass. And also, no, like, then in French. Wenn ich hier richtig, man sieht, dass die blonden Haare, das ist auch richtig, plural, das runde Gesicht. So, like, what's that very nice?
Ebi a.
HR,
Mhm.
ABR, to
Inshallah,
continue.
I think another you Afghabi, right?
No, but we have to use this necessary fill HR, SR, and SR2. Because what they can, this look has the first look at the first look at the way that's your HR. Because the sentences, all the sentences are complete. Because außerdem brauchen sie zwei neue Passfotos. Like there's like was I'm using ein grünes Formular. There's not like nothing should be here because it's complete. It has like they've already declined the adjectives currently. So unless that we are just to fill in like who says where's that was, maybe the man, the female, then we continue like that. But anyways, I think let me just go over there. So ablaufen is to aspire. Ablaufen. Ablaufen is to aspire. So because it's change of state, the present perfect is formed with sein. When you say the milk has expired, German will say the milk is abgelaufen. Klar? So anything that is abgelaufen, the past is expired, abgelaufen. And if it's expired, then that's lifted up, but then it's not commonly used as in say something is expiring. Okay, and normally we use the past as more. It has expired. Okay, so it's abgelaufen. So and so is abgelaufen. Your passports, that's your residence permit, is abgelaufen. So and plus knock.
So Rabbi, we use it for in which context? Like for things that is
Indiani milk bit man I milk in inside style. The
Look,
milk
milk, when
is
you're talking
out
about
now.
milk as in the package, yeah, then the milk is abgelaufen, as in the milk in the package. But then the certain say even fruits have their spells for fouling. Yeah. Like Ibia or the different, but then abgelaufen is just something expired. I don't want to go there because even Bibia vervetted per those by name, but then generally abgelaufen means something is expired. Not the fruit, they don't make us expire. Okay, but so who can say Bibia spoil? Yeah, for tomatoes spoiling a different, for normal fruit spoiling a different. The bigger not as a height like I know
So
yes. Everyone has a better girl, but then just accept, just know that Ablaufen means to official, as in something is expiring or had expired. Ablaufen means to expire. Yeah. So depending on the context, when you're talking about fruits, vegetables, yeah. Yeah, so ablaufen is just to say something officially, something has expired, okay? Officially, like when you say ablaufen, nobody understands. Like anything that has expired date, as in medicine, when you say that's medicament is abgelaufen, the medication has what's expired. Yeah, so ablaufen means to expire, and it's used with design because it's what's change of states, okay? Change of state, so sign. Then was gibt noch? Um, but then let me just go to the adjective declination. So ich brauche einen neuen Pass. I hope everyone understands why neue takes an ending. because part
Yeah, yeah.
the past is masculine and what other in this case their
Accusative.
past what
Yeah.
accusative. So masculine nouns changes to what den, der to den, and
Yeah.
ein to einen, and the
And
adjective takes the same, Then their outer pass here, the outer has no what n ending because it's what the nominative. So
yeah,
their outer
nominative.
pass is abgelaufen, and you won't add any
Definitive.
r to
That's a
the outer because the r is already indicated by the der. The der is used. Okay, so this one won't take. If it was a old passport is expired, then what ein alter pass is abgelaufen. But because the der is already there, indicating what the gender, then we won't what add anything. Just the normal e to conjugate. When an adjective is what describing and we first add an e. Okay. Because all adjectives in the infinitive form has no e. Net is net. That's shun is shun. Okay. Yeah, but then when you want to use it to describe a noun, then you first bring an e to it. So then der nette man, der die schöne Frau. But then depending on whether der die does, then it also undergo declination. But in this case, nothing here. Yeah, so was noch Kontinentalselber. Man sieht schon, dass wir Schwestern sind. Die blonden Haaren. And I told you that all adjectives describing what plural nouns, regardless of whichever, regardless of the case, all adjective describing plural nouns takes n ending. All adjectives describing plural nouns, all adjectives, regardless whether nominative, accusative, dative, or genitive. Genitive, yeah, genitive will be a tiki and cry and yeah. Or always. So if you are just saying that the nice people are coming, then what the netten Leute kommen, although it's nominative. The netten Leute kommen. All adjective describing plural nouns takes en ending, regardless whether it's nominative, accusative, or dative. So here the blonde hairs, single hair is das Haar. The hair strand is das Haar. So plural is die Haare.
Okay.
Okay, plural is die Haare. That's why. So the blonden Haare, das runde Gesicht. So here there's no need to say what das rundes Gesicht because the S is already the gender of the noun. Gesicht is already depicted by what the das. So with the das, we already know what das Gesicht is what neuter. If it was supposed to be what a round face, then ein is used for both what masculine and what neuter. So then how will we know that the Gesicht here is what neuter? Then we add the s to what the adjective to indicate that ein rundes Gesicht is actually what the Gesicht is actually what das Gesicht. Klar? Yeah. But when the deity das is used, then it doesn't change. It doesn't change. Okay. Depending on the case too, but then it doesn't change normally. Then was noch die blauen Augen. Singular is das Auge, the eye, das Auge. So here the blauen Augen, okay, the blue eyes, plural. So what blau, we take what n ending, blauen. Dann war das ist meine Nummer, entschuldigen Sie sich. Ja, entschuldigen Sie mich. So Entschuldigung is apology or sorry. But then the verb is entschuldigen. To apologize is entschuldigen. So if I'm apologizing, then it's entschuldigen mich by dir. I am apologizing myself with you. It's used with by to indicate the person you're apologizing to. So then außerdem brauchen wir zwei neue Passfotos. So shall see here it's zwei neue Passfotos. Sorry, I have to clarify this. As I said, say all adjectives describing plural nouns in all cases takes en ending. Okay, there's a clause. Only if the definite article is used. What's the definite article for? Plural nouns. Is it?
D.
Yeah, D. So when D is used, when the definite article is used, that's when the adjective describing the plural noun takes what en ending. Sorry, that's the clause. So if there's no adjective, when there's no when no when definite articles are not, the definite article D is not used, then we don't add any en. We don't add, sorry, we don't add n to what the adjective. Okay. Yeah. Only when the D is the definite article D is used. If it's not used, because in plural nouns, I already told you guys that plural nouns can be used as null article, especially if I'm just saying, say, oh, cars are on the streets. Okay, cars are on the streets means generally I'm just talking about, like, it could be any car. There are many cars, it could be like any type of cars. Okay, but then when I say the cars are on the street, then we are talking about a particular car. Particular, we are talking about particular cars. Okay, so when the D is used, then we use what the adjective take and ending. When we just generalize, like when we don't talk about a particular plural now without the D, then we don't add any N. Okay, so when I'm saying the cars are there, the cars are on the streets, then let me use article. The fast cars, the fast cars are on the streets will be
Die schnelle Auto sind auf die Straße, oder?
I said the fast cars.
Die schnellen.
So it will
Ja,
be
die schnellen
schnell,
Autos.
so die
Ja.
schnellen Autos sind auf der Straße. Okay, but when I'm
Ja.
saying it's a fast cars, okay, fast cars are on the streets. There's no D, no article.
Article,
Then,
okay.
but then it will be schnelle Autos.
See, how do you cannot make an assumption, say, maybe because maybe only say how to maybe an plural at a d you cannot presume say what they win over adjective nine en because if you are
No. Once it's not used, once the definite
okay.
article is not used, then the adjective won't take an ending. Okay, but then when the D is used, like example, the nice people are coming. Let me see. Give me that as nice. Give me something else.
The sick patients are in the hospital.
The sick patients. The sick head typing and disturbance. The sick patients are in the hospital. Then one can also say sick patients are. Hey, now sick patients. Now, do we have a fit patient? I mean, the fact that we are calling them patients means they are sick. So, sick patients.
Okay, and the client. Sick client.
So the sick clients are in the hospital and sick clients. Now, do you know clients in German?
There is a patent and
Language, no there. So, the client. Masculine is the client. Feminine is the clienten. Okay, so we change it in English. The cli changes to cli. Then plural is the clienten. Okay. Yeah, so all right, so the sick clients are in the hospital will be what? The
Yeah. Franken.
Kranken.
Ja,
Klienten.
Klienten,
Klienten. Klienten sind
im Krankenhaus.
Krankenhaus. Then when you're saying sick clients are in the hospital, will be what?
Kranke
Kranke. Kranke Klienten
Klienten.
sind im Krankenhaus. Einfach so. Okay, so when D is used here, when D is not used, when null article, then so that's why here zwei neue Passfotos. Here is the photos, but then neue didn't take what any and because what D wasn't used. Klar? So Sie
Ja,
müssen ein grünes Formular ausfüllen. So ein
okay.
grünes Formular ausfüllen because under accusative here, das formula is accusative, right? But an accusative, that remains das. Okay, that's why because that's if it was, you have to fill the green formula, then it would have been what? Sie müssen das grüne Formular ausfüllen. But because the das isn't used, but then I is used, and ein is used for both what? Masculine and what? Neuter, then how will we know that this formula is what das or der? Then the adjective will take what the das or the s or what from der. So then what ein grünes. So the s from das will come to it to let us know that what das formula is actually das. Okay, klar.
Ah, W. Nothing can masculine now. Can be einen, oder?
Yeah, but the problem is the nominative case. Okay, and you use nominative on quantity explain. Yeah, many people won't get it. So what you say with the masculine and the
Because of
masculine.
a
No, I
meeting.
get you. No, like I get you. Masculine. But because basically it's because ein is used for what's masculine and neuter. What I say? That's why we explain it that way.
Yeah.
Because so we if you just say it because it's accusative, you know, and like we shouldn't even worry about it because it's an accusative case. Ein for masculine changes to ein and okay, no problem. But then the problem is the nominative. If you use that explanation to explain there, then people will say that okay, then the problem is only with das, but it's not with das. Okay, this ein masculine has that same problem in nominative. So if it's a nice man is coming, then ein is used, not der, the nice man. So we have the adjective needs to take what the r and then of der. So what ein netter man kommt. Okay, so what's here this way now? And wow, yeah, like when you use it in nominative, you always remember. Yeah.
See, as a end, the end is none of you need the other so so.
That seven American.
You know, about the first time no, we started seeing a adjective declension. We didn't look at it at that perspective. Me with that perspective, but it's as a ending,
So
to that's the end, you need the other so. Okay.
a man is coming. A man is coming. Crazy man is coming. An old phone is lying on the table. Okay, so The crazy man is coming. And then the old form. So nominative. Ein and ein, or the first sentence, the crazy man is coming, is what?
The
This
crazy is what?
the
Blue dinner.
verrückt.
Okay.
Verrückt.
Yeah,
The
true.
U is
Very-
umlaut. Verrückt.
Mm,
Okay, let me explain something first. Adjectives,
okay.
the adjectives in its original state has no E ending. Okay, so nett, schön, not sure, not schön. Was noch? Alt,
Frank.
traurig, krank,
Klein,
bitte?
klein.
Klein,
Groß.
glücklich,
Mm.
groß,
Voting, oder?
bitte?
Can I hear it? Voting.
Wütend, ja, das ist auch bei jetzt. Finde ich gerne. Bruder has added written. Yeah. So all these are adjectives, and these are what the original adjective, the adjectives in this original form. It has no E. So when I say that, when I just use them, when I don't use them directly to describe a noun, but then to describe the state of something, then they remain the same. Example is the weather is nice, is what? That's better is shown. The man is sick, is what? The man is krank. The man is nice, the other man ist nett. Die Frau ist schön. Das Handy ist alt. In this case, they are not directly describing, like, they are not directly used to describe the noun, but then it's used to describe the state of what? The noun. Okay, but then when they are used to describe a noun, as in, it's not saying that the man is crank, but you're saying the sick man, then they take what? E ending. Automatically they take E ending to help them describe the noun directly. When they are when they are placed next to the noun, then they take E ending. Okay, yeah. So the crazy man will be what? Der verrückte
Verrückte.
man.
Kommt.
And which one say is kommt. You see, so in this case, the DAD does not tells us, like, it tells us to know the gender of the what's the now, and in this case, dear man, the dear indicates that man is what? Masculine. Good. But then in nominative, the indefinite article for both masculine and feminine are a masculine and neuter are ein. Okay, yeah. So when I say a crazy man is coming, then it's what? Ein. Don't the ein, then our adjective will come. Ein verrückter man kommt. But what shows that this sentence, dear man, like a beginner of the language, someone who just started learning German, how would the person know that the noun here, dear man, is either what? Masculine, neuter, feminine, or plural? Because at the worst case scenario, if all basically adjective describing feminine nouns also takes what? E ending, just like the verrückte. Do you get it? Okay, and to even make it more worse, ein is used for both masculine and neuter. So how will we know that? How will we know the gender of this man? So then, because because initially there was used, and there told us that what? Man is masculine. Okay, but in this case, ein is for both masculine and neuter. So how will we know? Then German said that then let's bring the r from the der, let's add it to what? The adjective. So when you read ein verrückter Mann kommt, automatically, although the der wasn't used, but then the r from the der already tells us that what the gender of man is masculine. Yeah. So the problem is nominative because the idea. Yeah. Yeah. So here, noun to neuter. The old phone is lying on the table. What handy is that, right? That's
Yeah.
that's
Outer.
outer because we said adjective describe and automatically it takes e when they are what directly used to describe the noun. That's outer, handy, late, auf dem Tisch, klar. Okay. Again, now we are saying an old phone. Handy is das, and we said eine is for used for both what's neuter and masculine. So we first bring our ein, then adjective takes what's e ending, alte, handy, liegt so and so auf der Tisch. Okay, so then ein is used. So should we assume that it's masculine? No, but then it's neuter. Das is neuter. But then how will we know that it's neuter? So then we bring the s from what das added to then ein altes handy liegt auf dem Tisch. So anyone reading this sentence will automatically know that handy is what das in nominative. In accusative, it's easy because masculine changes from ein to einen, but then neuter remains the same. Okay, so if you are saying, I see an old phone, I see an old phone, is there ein altes handy? It's the same thing as a nominative. Ein altes handy is lying down. Here it's nominative, but then accusative will still remain the same. But accusative, there changes to den, and ein changes to eine. So in that case, it's easier. So you just add en for what? You just add the n for what adjective describing masculine now in accusative. Okay, but then this one's remain the same. So plural. But then plural with D, always N. So was noch? So schau mal. Yeah, so ein grünes. Sie müssen ein grünes Formular. So the S is from das because das Formular ausfüllen. Das ist unser Bruder. So schau mal. That is our Bruder. We don't say das ist unseren because das is the same thing. And sein, basically sein. Sein has no accusative case because when I say that is the lamp, that's still the lamp. They are the same thing. Accusative is when the subjects and what the subject and the other objects are different. But then when the subject and the object are the same, then the other object is no more accusative. It's still what subject. Okay, so in this sentence, you can say, unser Bruder ist das. Our brother is that. That is our brother. It's the same thing. But you can't say, I have a phone. A phone has me. That's not possible. You didn't get it. So we only get accusative when the subject and the object are what two different entities. But when they are the same, or basically always remember that sein always require nominative. Okay. Sein always require nominative. So that is my handy. That is my altes handy. That is my old brother. That is my alter brother. Alter brother. Okay, that's still my alter brother because there wasn't used. Mine was actually used. Mine doesn't depict whether it's what. It's still like the mine alone is still the ein. So you just basically add m to it. And this mine is used for what nominative is used for both what masculine and neuter. And the same with kind. The kind is still this main thing is still I. So once I is to anything anything containing ein is used, then remember that the adjective needs to take what? The ending of what? The main noun. Yeah. We want to say that is not an old phone. That is kein altes Handy. Okay, it's just like saying that is ein altes Hand. That is kein altes Handy. That is not my old phone. But that is nicht mein altes Handy. And then next you'll be used in this case. I may mention it, but then that is not my bag. That is nicht meine Tasche. Okay, yeah, because although said Tasha is now, and we said we don't use as a it's just something the champion, but then I mentioned this. I just want to clarify it because next is used for what? Activities and what? Prepositions, adjectives, and kind is used for now. So what is in the bag? That is not my bag. Ideally, we are supposed to use kind, but because mine has been used, possessive article, you can say that is not my anybody. That is nicht kind mine. No. Once a possessive article is used, then we use nicht. So that is nicht meine Mutter. That is nicht. You can't say that is keine meine Mutter. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, and look at it easy for yeah. I just wanted to clarify that. Yeah. So once you see ein, anything that contains ein, it means that there das wasn't used. So depending on the case that the noun finds itself, when it's nominative, then the adjective, the there das, the s and the r needs to what reflect on what the adjective. Accusative is easy because accusative masculine noun will just take what en, but then neuter will remain the same. So neuter, you still have to bring your s to what the neuter what adjective describing the neuter noun.
Okay. What about diese and welche?
Yeah. So diese, welche, they actually they act as definite articles. Because when I say this man is coming, I will say dieser man kommt. So when I say this ninth man is coming, what dieser nete no n because what the r is or it's like the ability will be and you still see what there. Do you get it? So there's no need for you to add what r to the adjective. So when I say which phone are you talking about? Which then welches handy. Which phone are you doing?
Sprichst du?
Then über welches Handy sprichst du?
Which phone are you
buying?
Ich.
Welche Handy sprichst du über?
And I told you that when you put the Uber at the end of the sentence, then it will be assumed. No. And I told you when you put the Uber at the end of the sentence, it will be assumed that the verb used here is what Übersprechen. Okay, so you don't use it like that. So in German, as I'm talking, I've taught plenty stuff today. So like it will be best that you repeat the lesson because like my clarifies many important stuff today. And that sentence was wrong. So you use which house. So which old phone do you use? Welches alte Handy benutzt du? Okay, because the s is still with the welches, like saying that. So there's no need to bring what the adjective ending the s or the r to what the adjective. Do you get it? So they act as welches. Welches these they function as their leaders. So you just put your e, just add your e, and depending on the case, when you have to add n, then you add m. So so das ist unser Bruder, ein attraktiver Mann. So nominative. That is our brother, an attractive man. So what ein attraktiver, because ein was used, not der attraktive. Ein attraktiver. So then the R needs to come to indicate man is, yeah. Finden Sie nicht auch die dunklen Augen, die dunklen Augen. Yeah. Machada, but the adjective is actually dunkel. So here is dunkel. Here is dunkel. But then when you are conjugating it, whether I say adjective declination or verbs that ends with el, and we exchange the position of the l and e, like with your pronunciation. One time when you are using it, you notice that it's wrong because they also mean they do when you say they do kelnen like
Yeah. Dunkla.
yeah. So
Dunkling.
just the dunklen. Okay, we exchange the position of what the L and E. Yeah, so the dunklen augen. Example of the verb is zamel. Zamel means to what? To gather. When you say
Yeah.
I am gathering the phones. It's zamli. You it's zamli. Okay, double M is it's zamli. Okay, the E and L will exchange position. You can't say it's zamele. No.
Spedel. Other.
Better?
Spedel.
Yeah. We have people, but they are not plenty. They're not plenty.
Spedel.
Okay. So do zamelst. Do
Like cell.
ah. Let's conjugate zamel. I think I made a mistake. Yeah. So it's rather it's assembly, yeah. That's why I rest is her. But when with the do form, yeah, basically with the rest, it remains the same.
Same.
So
Yeah.
it's assembly. We change interchange the position for the L and E, for the H, then for the do and yes form, we just delete the E, the N and add ST. So do Zamelst, yeah. Not so, yeah. So do Zamelst. They're not plenty though, but you just have to learn it. Yeah. So it's Zamle, then so and so. Yeah. So the same with adjectives or like with LE and then Augen, so and so, yeah. On the brighten as feminine there is easy. The D the D is used, so basically still you just add your E, but then when D is not used and eine is used, there's no need to say eine Hune. You don't like we said when the adjective is used to describe what, and now we bring an E. So we're talking about a beautiful woman. There's eine schöne Frau. Okay, so there's no need for you to bring down the E from the what the B. Eine schöne Frau. That be already the E has been added. Okay, although it's not the original E from what the D, but then the E was added to help with what pronunciation, as in when describing the noun. So there's no need for us to add another E to it. Okay, so the brightener, because bright means wide. Bright is wide. So their tisch is bright. The table is wide. Okay, so when you say the bright, the white table, but they're brightish. Okay, when you say a bright, let me get a bright, a white table, the word ein brighter tisch. Okay, so it's easy like that. There's no complication at all. Dann was eine neue Brille. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. This need for you to see and add another E. Er jetzt auch und ihr trägt auch alte T-shirts. Here, das T-shirt is plural. Here is the T-shirts. Okay, but because he didn't say he wears the old T-shirt, but rather he wears old T-shirts. So there's no need for the N. Yeah. In enkel. Yeah, so that's was. Yeah. There was another match, Okay, einen road full of other than all right, so Was passt, ergänzen Sie die Situation, ergänzen Sie die Adjektivendungen in den Listen. Achtung, zwei Dinge passen nicht in die Liste. Welche sind das? Yeah, so you have to fill in this adjective and then in the list. Okay. But then situations and coping and courses also. Yeah. So you read and you answer, but what kind of Zen? So the activity, okay, in the Wohnung braucht man einen blauen Kugelschreiber. Nee,
Yeah.
not in the Wohnung, but
Mhm.
yeah, that's good. So what do we need?
Auf
In
dem
der
Amt,
Stadt, ne?
oder?
Auf dem Amt, genau, auf dem
Auf dem
Amt.
Amt.
Okay. We're gonna use the two don't like two are wrong. I'm going to say, well, we only need two here, which means two are correct. Then, but anyways, so you read then you answer. Okay, who will do number one? Because we know we've been to me more being because a
Number
complete
one,
sentence.
so auf dem Amt braucht man einen blauen Kugelschreiber. Blauen Kugelschreiber, oder?
Yeah, it should be antworted. This right now.
Und das Formular, okay.
In your own, what you see.
In der Wohnung, oder? Im Kurs, ja, im Kurs, ja, im Kurs braucht man ein grünes, ja, ein grünes Formular.
Im Kurs, grünes Formular im Kurs.
Oder?
Wer braucht ein grünes Formular im Kurs? Aber like, es ist eigentlich egal, okay? Yeah, but then just, yeah. Grünes Formular in der Wohnung zum Kochen im Kurs, im Bahnhof auf dem beim Spaß mit Kühlschrank, im Kleiderschrank. Ja, dann ja im Kurs. Ja. So. Oder nee, im Kurs. Hier ist im Kurs braucht man einen blauen Kugelschreiber. Im Kurs. Okay, im Kurs braucht man einen. Denn auf dem Amt,
ja,
braucht man ein grünes Formular. So grünes Formular.
Ja.
Dann hier konnte auch hierzu könnte auch auf dem Amt sein. But basically accusative, everything is accusative. So continue. So here will be anyone else can answer. Yeah. All the nouns here are in accusative.
So, Reisepassage. Is it in Bahnhof oder beim Sport?
I said forget these ones. Basically just say in accusative. How would we decline this now? This now in accusative. Because this
so
way, we can never get the neue Passfotos.
Okay. Ja,
Passfotos.
neue Passfotos. Alten Reisepass.
The rest will be Nana case, all right. Someone else should continue. So here.
Einen neuen Lichtschalter.
Einen neuen Lichtschalter. So Lichtschalter braucht man in der Wohnung.
Ja, genau.
Der Schalter ist der switch. Yeah.
Light switch.
Yeah. Okunde. Birth certificates. So
Okay. And then he's
again, its own. No, Okunde. Okunde means the certificates. So there's, we can say
okay.
that's certificate, the Okunde, or the Stoigenes. They all mean certificates.
Yeah, Tognis, yeah, Tognis. Can it das boots? Can it ish das boots? Tognis, yeah.
So the the Dodo, and so the boats Okunde, you need your own website, not over there. Football H4. So the eigene is feminine. So the eigene gebots Okunde. Eigen. Eigen means what's own. I thought
Yeah,
there are three. We have einige, eigene,
I need some. I get
and
it own. What?
und einzige.
Einzige. Okay.
Einzige means only. Einzige.
Only. So einzige oder nur oder?
Actually, you can't use noir to you can't use noir to describe nouns as indirectly. You can say that they will be okay. They will say at the end of we are resistant to change. Oh, hey. So we have einzige. Also einzige und eigene. Eigene is own. Einige is some. Then einzige is only. So what to say? Let's form sentence with ABR. There are some there are some laptops in my bag.
What?
There are some laptops in my bag.
Es gibt some. So es gibt einige Laptop, einiges, ja.
Es gibt einige Laptops in meiner
Some laptops, say plural.
a plural, but we didn't say they.
Ja. So es gibt einige Laptops in meiner Tasche.
So I want to say that is my only phone.
Das ist mein einziges Handy.
Das ist mein einziges. Und
I have my own.
that is my my own what car.
Das ist mein eigenes
This
Auto.
is my eigenes Auto. I thought so. Klar.
Ja.
These three
Genau.
confusing, okay? But then these are the sentences that I use to capture it. And then they're telling me the difference, you know. Okay. In fact, we need trick there to say I need some correlating I need to some, but then I just used Z. Z is only Okay, I use that. I use einzige. It's only because like that and home. So that is only the only thing. So if I want to say something, it's then einzige. Then eigenes, like eigenes, it just I just understand it. The Eige, oh, that is my eigenes house. That is my eigene Vater. Yeah. So find a way that will help you keep these three in memory. Okay, because there are three helpful adjectives, and when you're able to like use them correctly, it boosts your. So Nanaki, we can say that is my noires hand. Noir is just as in like only as in there's how you can't conjugate it. Yeah.
No, is useful.
No, you form you
Is it?
person you
I ain't
form
taking
this
here for nouns. And
when you want to when you're using them to describe a noun directly, we use einzig. We use einzig. Yeah? Mm. So yeah. So that's first the eigene Geburtsurkunde. Then so and so bracht man. Here is the indefinite article. So there you need einen großen Topf because Topf pan. So in der zum Kochen, to cook or for Kuchen, zum Kochen braucht man einen großen Topf. Topf is the pan or like the pot. Pan is the Pfanne. Pan is rather the Pfanne, the Pfanne. Pfann. Yeah. Then Topf is the pot. There Topf. Then ein scharfes Messer. Scharf means sharp.
yeah, that's it.
Sharp.
Sharp.
Sharp. Sharp means sharp. Okay. Sharp. Because sharp means sharp. But it also means something is spicy. That's a sharp. But the sharp means so ein scharfes Messer because it's das Messer. Then einen haben because letter is their letter. Einen haben letter Motoröl. Yeah, Motoröl. And they say with the car Motoröl
Yeah, car oil.
im Urlaub in der Stadt, in der Wohnung, wo braucht man einen halben Liter Motoröl? Yeah, so liter is der Liter. All units, not all units, but then all units related to I didn't say liter, so milliliter, gram is also masculine. Liter masculine must not. Most of the units are masculine, most of them. Then ein so and so ein großes Glas Milch. Okay, so because so why are we conjugating the glass and not leaving and like not conjugating the milk? When you go to, like we always you're conjugating the first one. So when I want to say I need a bottle of beer, beer is that's beer, and bottle is what? The flasher. Okay. And then when you say the bottle, you first have to say what I need a bottle. So we conjugate the bottle, then the beer will just attach to it. We don't conjugate anything related to it. So it's brauche eine Flasche Bier. So the eine here is for the flasher. The beer won't be conjugated. Okay. Yeah. So I need a plate of rice. Ich würde gern einen Teller Reis. Because it's what the Teller. The plate is the Teller. So einen Teller, then the rice, the thing that you just add it to it, but then we conjugate whether it's the glass of something you need, whether it's a plate of something you need, whether it's a letter of something you need. The thing that the main noun won't be but we just conjugate what the letter, the Teller, the glass. Okay. So ein großes Glas Milch. Einfach so. When you say if you young is like this ich brauche einen großes Glas von Milch, a big glass of milk. Bayern, Moravia, But if they don't merge it like that, they bring the font to indicate the thing of, so maybe a glass of the thing that you need. Okay, but then they almost say they be so with genitive because of the of, like, but then this is the Hochdeutsch. Okay, we there everybody understands it. Okay, so ein großes Glas Milch. Ein so I will be what? Ich brauche ein frisch
And freshness.
process.
They said
Here
that's
is
I.
das I. Yeah, so you're correct. Ein frisches Ei. You need a fresh egg. Ein frisches Ei. Plural is the Eier. I, then the Eier. Okay. So when you say I need fresh eggs with what? Ich brauche frische Eier. Okay. Then eine ripe here is ripe, as in ripe tomatoes or ripe. So and so eine reife, danke, rote tomato, a ripe red tomato. Okay, yeah. So that's fast. Then here your homework schreiben Sie selbst ein oder zwei Listen zu einer Situation. Yeah, so then you conjugate this, you declinate these adjectives with a particular noun that you bind them to. Okay, so Bett hier, Schrank, Heft, Koffer, Ticket, Fußball, das Buch, der Sonnenschirm. Der Sonnenschirm is still the umbrella. Okay, but then is the umbrella, normally we call the umbrellas the ones at the beach Sonnenschirm, although they are still, but then Sonnenschirm or Regenschirm. So the Regenschirm is still umbrella against water, like umbrella for water, then umbrella for sun. So the zonen, they still means umbrella. Just that zonen schemes, and they are big screens. Okay, schirm means screen. Their schirm is screen. So the laptop screen is their schirm. Okay, yeah. So but then they just a screen, sunscreen. Okay, rain screen, Regen schirm. Okay, yeah. Then shinken, they are shinken here, and no more. From
Yeah.
Then Hamden. Hamden is that's hemmed. Plural is the Hamden. The Hamden. Then with that plural. So here are the adjective. Groß, bunt is colorful, blau, toll, schön. Schwierig is difficult. And I said schwierig and schwer, they are different. Schwierig and schwer. Schwierig means difficult. Schwer means heavy. Okay, but also difficult, but not difficult. It's not, it doesn't define difficult like schwerisch. So like schwer is heavy. Schwer is heavy. Schwer is heavy. So that is eine schwere Tasche. That is a heavy bag. That is a difficult situation, but that is eine schwierige Situation. Okay, so use them correctly. Okay. Sometimes we use schwer to still say that is schwer. As in colloquial language, we still use schwer for both words, heavy and also difficult. Schwerisch is more formal, but then schwer. Okay, so we continue. Schwerisch. Schwerisch.
Oi, my network can break his heart.
No, I thought Namiji said me next week. Oh, but I didn't know you had paused. That's why it's funny.
Yeah. So instead of schwerisch, make it schwerisch. Yeah. So schwerisch. Yeah, schwerisch means difficult. Schwer means heavy. But then colloquial language, you still use schwer. Oh, that's a schwer to say like that is a difficult thing. That's a schwer. But then formal, difficult means schwerisch. Okay. Schwerisch means difficult. Ja, klar. Then billig, lustig, müde, zufrieden, nervös, freundlich, lang, kurz, frisch, ruhig, kalt, sauber, jung, reich, dick, But a dick, dick, dick means as in
Fat.
dick,
Ada.
not fat. Fat is fat, okay. But then dick still as in
Thick.
yeah in weight form as in dick, but then thick. Danke. Dick is thick.
Thick.
Then
Alright.
dune. So the opposite of dick is dune. Opposite of dick is dune. Dick und dune. Yeah, so that is eine dune. That is eine dune. Yeah, can means that is what a thin or like not thickios. But then when it's thick, something thick, then that is eine dicke. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Then fleißig. Fleißig means diligently or like hardworkingly. Then leer, empty, günstig, wunderbar, weich. Weich means soft. Weich means soft. So das ist ein weiches Gesäß. That is a soft buttocks. Okay. Which why are you laughing?
Oh, nothing. You.
Sawara. So that's Gesäß, okay? Das Gesäß is the buttocks, okay? Das Gesäß. G-E-S-A Umlaut etc. Ja, das Gesäß. Yeah, so das ist ein weiches Gesäß. That is a soft buttocks. Klar. Then hard is hard. Okay. So instead of saying that is eine harte Aufgabe, say das ist eine schwierige Hausaufgabe. Hard is normally used for physical things. Hard, as in hard. Use schwierig for difficult, then hard. Difficult work. I've seen in I think I've seen in a couple of books when they are talking about difficult or hard tasks, they will still use hard, but then it's not very official. Okay, use schwierig for difficult, then hard for hard. So that is eine harte Entscheidung. That is a hard decision. We use schwierig. That is eine schwierige Entscheidung. The Entscheidung is the decision formed from what? The verb sich entscheiden. Sich entscheiden means to what? To decide. So das war's. So again, since you have to read and complete it. So I'm going to choose someone. You read this full sentence, then you like where you have to decline the adjectives. Basically, it's still adjective declination. So you're describing someone. Then, all right. So who would like, aside and okay, who would like to complete it? Just one. Then another person will complete two. So who will try? Just try.
Okay.
Yeah, let's.
Das runde Gesicht hat mein Onkel von meinem Großvater. Auch mein Opa hatte einen kleinen Bart, genauso wie mein Onkel. Die breite Nase hat mein Onkel aber von meiner Großmutter. Er trägt gern weite Hosen. Auf dem Bild sieht man ihn aber mit Schwimmbrille.
Ja, mit Schwimmbrille. Okay. So das runde Gesicht, das Gesicht. But then das is already there, so you won't add any S. Then Gesicht hat mein Onkel von meinem, so the round face, my uncle had it from what? My grandfather. Auch mein Opa hatte einen kleinen Bart. Der Bart is the beard. Der Bart. Der Bart is the beard. Okay. Ja, genau so wie mein Onkel. Die breite Nase. Die breite. Okay. The wide nose. Acrobato hat mein Onkel aber von meiner Großmutter. Er trägt gern weite Hosen. So here, Hosen is plural, but it's weite because it's used as in what for as null article. Okay, so once D is not used, just add your E, just like feminine. Yeah. Auf dem Bild sieht man das mit ihn aber mit Schwimmbrille. Okay, so. Dann Nummer zwei, jemand andere. Nummer zwei.
Eine ist meine Schwester. Die blonden Haare hat sie von meiner Mutter. Und auch die kleine Nase und den breiten Mund.
Breiten Mund.
Die braunen Augen haben wir beide aber von unserem Vater.
Ja, die braunen Augen haben wir beide, aber von unserem Vater. So the brown eyes, like we both have the brown eye. Probably SMA. Can I want to like German pronunciation? So we both have the brown eyes, but from what our father. Klar. So yeah. It's just use them to form to describe someone's face. I think I'm more be just on a camera, but I just camera for the camera.
Well, same.
Like to take time. We saw camera for the other person to describe you. Camera shy for. And then they oh.
That's what I know personally.
Then for be a picture real human beings. Turn your cameras on. All right.
Tell me what you deploy. What's that? Just a hey, clap.
All right, so this test now that's a A1 level B. So very serious investigation is but then we have the one tells you the comparative. You've already done the comparative, okay? Yeah, but then else is what else means done when you use in comparative, as in comparing thing, then else is done, then V is what like or just like, okay, yeah. So wichtiger als die Freundin. What if something maybe meine Freizeit ist wichtiger als meine Freundin. My free period are important than my friends. You get it? Yeah. Then der Unterschied zwischen Männer und Frauenfreundschaft. Der Unterschied means the difference. Okay.
Between men and what? No friendship.
Like friendship, but as in the men and female, as a relationship, but then friendship, as in the say men and female form a circle and females find it like friends. This is eine Frauenfreundschaft. Männerfreundschaft. Yeah, so. Dann auch Familienpflichten. Das Pflicht is the obligation. So family obligation or family responsibility machen eine gute Freundschaft nicht kaputt. Okay. Ja. Wichtiger als der Ehepartner. Gemeinsame Aktivitäten sind für Frauenfreundschaft sehr wichtig. Das ist echt. True of us, immer. They'll meet for necessary stuff. Agenda. Denn die Familie macht Freundschaft kaputt. Ist das richtig?
Die Familie macht. Ja, ich glaube. Ich glaube schon. Ja, manchmal.
But it's not manchmal. It's manchmal. Manchmal.
When can I cry you?
Nana, when you rabbit die.
No. Problem with Nana is that flowing is more important to him than pronunciation. And it doesn't work like that. After you say in German, we switch it one a year. Uber could mean something else. Okay, so like internet, they've made the language so easy that when they said when you're pronouncing a word, pronounce every single letter you see. We don't swallow like French. Say there was like l'hôpital, but then because L apostrophe H O. You see, Germans we pronounce everything. So don't say marshmallow. Immediately you say marshmallow. This is what you are saying. Marshmallow. Okay? It's marshmallow. Clear? Marshmallow. Not marshmallow. What is marshmallow? Hmm? Yeah, you did. All right, so let's read it then. Obia will form two sentences with wie und aus. Okay, wie und aus. But you don't do Google Translator, give me. Just do it. We can just talk about your family. Simple, just one single sentence, okay, with
The
aus
film
in V.
is
Warte.
interesting.
No, I said we are first going to read the test, okay? Then we will come up with what's their own sentence, okay? Yeah, so Rich Love, if you are there, please read it. Let's go.
Die beste Freundin. Die beste Freundin ist manchmal wichtiger als der Ehepartner. Von 1000 Freund sagten 92% in einer Umfrage, dass sie nicht ohne ihre beste Freundin leben wollen. Über ihren Partner sagten das nicht so viele.
Yeah, Margarita, Alice, the list,
Ja,
Alice.
ja. Okay. Schwierig wird die Bezeichnung.
Okay, read what you see. Read what you see. Let me bold it. Schwierig.
Schwierig wird die Bezeichnung. Beziehung.
Beziehung.
Beziehung. Okay. Wenn eine Freundin eine Familie hat, neben dem Job in der Familie ist dann oft nicht genug Zeit für lange Telefonsprache oder den gemeinsamen Besuch im Café. Manchmal Telefonspreche.
Okay, read what you see.
Telefongespräche, okay. Telefongespräche. Okay, oder den gemeinsamen Besuch im Café.
Gemeinsamen.
Gemeinsamen.
The thing is that and you're like a normal because me sometimes also the brain already knows gemeinsam. Okay, and if you never used it like as in conjugated it, so gemeinsam like automatically the brain will better say gemeinsam down, but let's the eyes let the eyes see the truth, not let the mouth talk what it wants. Okay, so let's go. Yeah.
Manchmal verleiht man sich das aus.
Manchmal
vielleicht.
Is free.
Oh God.
Free. So manchmal.
I can't pronounce it.
Pronunciation. See, free. So, fair, free.
Manchmal. I can't.
Don't or you can't.
So say I leave.
Feliz.
It's not
Feliet.
not
Feliet.
so Feliet. Yeah, that's all.
Manchmal verliert man sich aus den Augen. Wenn man sich aber Jahre später wieder trifft, ist es meistens wieder so, wie es immer war. Auch Männerfreundschaften halten oft jahrzehntelang. Doch Freundschaften zwischen Männern sind anders als Freundschaften zwischen Frauen, sagen die Psychologen. Frauen möchten Erfahrungen und Gefühle austauschen. Sie brauchen vor allem eine gute Gesprächspartnerin. Männer verbringen ihre Zeit meistens mit gemeinsamen Aktivitäten wie Hobbys oder Sports.
Ja. So, wie war das Verständnis für euch alle?
Manchmal verliert man sich da aus den Augen. Was soll das bedeuten?
Ja, manchmal verliert man sich da aus den Augen. Just like something going out of sight. Okay, so it's as if you are saying. So let me start with the whole thing. So the beste Freundin ist manchmal wichtiger als der Ehepartner. Is that true? Can your best friend be more important than your husband? Immer. Oh. And who? Nein, Mann, because es ist von 1000 Frauen sagten 92%, that is 920 out of 1000 said that their best friends are more important than their husband. Boy, a pong, woof.
Karen Brown saying.
I second her.
Once again, so die beste Freundin ist manchmal wichtiger als der Ehepartner. Von 1000 Frauen sagten 92% in eine Umfrage. Die Umfrage ist der Survey. Die Umfrage ist der Survey. Okay? So von 1000 Frauen sagten 92 in einer Umfrage, dass sie nicht ohne ihre beste Freundin leben wollen. Not that they can't, they don't want to. So here we are talking about ability to do something, and they are saying what, and not ability, not can, but then what, the will. They want to. Auf jeden Fall wollen sie mit ihrer Freundin wollen leben. Bullshit, Bruder. Then why are you married a man? Huh? Okay.
What our mothers?
Okay. Yeah, they are sure go to kum. Tis boy again our best friend
Karen,
of
we have to
Monica Jazz. Okay, so über ihren Partner sagten das nicht so viel. Ja, Männer sagen nicht so. Schwierig wird die Beziehung. So die Beziehung is the relationship. The relationship formed from the verb sich beziehen. Sich beziehen means relates to relate to. Yeah.
Boy, very Biana with me there. Now I think you and Ayana.
And yet all nouns, but you can try.
Okay.
You can, especially with 90% of the Latin verbs, you can just add ung to form their noun. So telefonieren there is out. Okay. Just Paul is Anruf. But then organisieren is what the Organisierung. The Renovierung is what the renovieren is the Renovierung, to renovate. 90% of them, but not all of them. And trust me, when I started learning German, I found plenty, and about like 90% of the time I was correct. Because I just entscheiden into D. Let me just add ung. Entscheidung. Then I checked. Then it was I saw that and I was like, so that I started forming plenty, but I thought that between and then I'll check the right one. So some have like some have their own like nouns, but others you can just try to form it. Then when in conversation, as in when you are here, you can try to form them. Or like if you don't want any problem, just use the activity as a noun. So this betien, you can just say that's betien, the relation, as in someone relating to something, the activity of doing, like that's cooking, the activity of cooking. So you can also use directly the noun which does, but then forming the main noun, so you can add ung. Okay, but sometimes just it's best that when you think that there's maybe you are learning and we are learning a particular verb and you think that the noun it will be important in speaking, then you can look up for what the correct noun. But then things like any importance, I can just try to form it because you didn't check them. Okay. Yeah. But the common words that you use in daily conversation, you have to look them up, okay, so that you get them right. And then prepare because I need to be ja, schweres wie die Beziehung. Okay, so the relationship gets what turns difficult wenn eine Freundin eine Familie hat. Okay, when so they are saying that their relationship, the ladies know, their relationship becomes difficult when one friend has a family. Neben dem Job und der Familie ist dann oft nicht genug Zeit für lange Telefongespräche. So das Gespräch, then the plural is what? Die Gespräche. Okay. So aside or next to the job and the family is dann oft nicht genug Zeit für what? Long telephone calls, telephone conversations oder den gemeinsamen Besuch. Der Besuch ist masculine. So oder den gemeinsamen Besuch im Café. Klar. Manchmal verliert man sich das da aus den Augen. Okay, so eventually, because people like they hardly see each other, they hardly meet in the cafes, talk on the phone, then eventually you see like going out of sight. Okay, wenn man sich aber Jahre später wieder trifft, ist es meistens wieder so, wie es immer war. Okay, but then when they meet later after years, they talk normal. Okay, just like it was ages ago. Auch Männerfreundschaft halten oft jahrzehntelang. Jahrzehnte is decades. Jahrzehnte means decade, then decades long. Okay, decade. Yeah, yeah, decade. Ne? Yeah, decade. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Then Doc, Freundschaften zwischen Männern. So here Männern because what zwischen, not because zwischen is what a dative. Zwischen is actually what a vexel preposition, but then wo and wo. Yeah, so Doc Freundschaft between Männern sind anders. Okay, friendship between men sind anders als Freundschaft. So anders als are different than Freundschaft zwischen what Frauen. I know what you're going to ask, and yet it doesn't like. But then the remember noticing is when you're talking about random things, and yeah, we use prepositions as a normal conversation that we use prepositions, and it's not like the prepositions actually attached to a verb that you like the verb will tell you that you have to use it either accusative or dative. Like most of the time when we are just using prepositions in just context, we use them in dative case. So they kind of reply vo, but then like not vo, but then we use them in dative. We prefer to use them in dative. Okay. Yeah. Normally it's been in der Kirche. Yeah, or what doesn't switch, that's they are between. So like still vo. I am between what that I am between the trees, but it's been zwischen den Bäumen. So like the same thing, zwischen Männern. It's like still vo, but not vo in the actual sense of like reply, where something is, but then I don't know how to explain it, but it goes like that. Because when you say when you say Freundschaft zwischen Männer und Frauen, we can't use them accusative. We have to use it in dative. Any specific rule, unless maybe you're using a verb and the verb is attached to a particular preposition, and the preposition that verb with prepositions, they are strictly you are being told either to use the verb in what accusative or dative case, depending on like the kind of verb. Yeah, but then if it's not like that, we normally use them in the dative case normally, unless like it actually means movement of something. If there's no movement involved, then we always use them in the dative case. Ima, klar? No network, no betting it now. So Menschen anders als Freundschaften zwischen Frauen. Ja. Sagen die Psychologen. Okay, so Psychologen, Psychologen. The P, S, Y, and F out PHY. I'll teach you. It's not very important though. Psychologen. Frauen möchten Erfahrungen und Gefühle austauschen. So schauen. Austauschen means to. Austauschen means to.
Is it like sharing?
Yeah. As this is like calculus is like austauschen. But you know tauschen, right?
Austauschen is exchange.
Yeah, it's the same as tauschen. Tauschen to swap, then austauschen is to exchange, but then still in the same vicinity. Okay, yeah. So women would like to exchange what experience and what feelings. Okay. Sie brauchen vor allem eine gute Gesprächspartnerin. Vor allem means how do I explain this in English? Like vor allem musst du hier 10 Uhr sein. We can't be like then about him. Vor allem means like unbedingt, like auf jeden Fall, so like most important thing, definitely. But then like in this context, like it's be everywhere. I would say basic. For allem, okay, so for allem unbedingt, definitiv, total. Okay, so sie brauchen vor allem, most importantly, like they need what? Eine gute Gesprächspartnerin. Männer verbringen ihre Zeit meistens mit gemeinsamen Aktivitäten. So meistens mit gemeinsamen Aktivitäten, because the Aktivität and plural is what? The Aktivitäten. And here dative plural mit, ja klar. The hobbies und sports. So men, we don't need a conversation partner. We only need to talk to have time to like on hobbies and what sports. But ladies, they need someone they can talk to Almost a partner. Yes, so man. So when you are married to your wife, just know that you are married to what her best friend as well, because the best friend knows everything, everything, everything. So instead of going through the phones and checking the chat with the mails, please. And okay, start checking the chat with what the best friends. A honor not just in the war. A honor, just near a shit. So you human word more. All right, so where is Rich Love? Yeah, come on, some way and I say, have you transgended to become a man? So why the
I'm non-binary.
you that's all right, so your sentences, just one sentence with ours, another with we.
Other wait.
V. So comparative with ours, and then just something like something with V. Okay, so I'll give you the sentence, then you translate it. Okay, so he I think I'm usually but so he looked sadder. Hey, sadder. English and it more sad or sadder, saddest. Sad, sadder, saddest, or rich love. Rich love is fake.
Yeah, Sada, yeah.
Yeah, so he looked sadder than yesterday. Than he is just as angry like his dog. You guys are you guys are crazier than I thought. Then he is inhuman just as I guess. Yeah, some better. So he looked sadder than yesterday will be. Obviously, then I had today. It's not complicated. We are going through them, okay? But then try to make them on your own. So he looked sadder than yesterday will be what?
Looks at
This it
Z na kwa transgender. He needs to see yes, he or Z. It's more transgender will be physical lectures. Surgeon. My head. So what? Yeah. Yes, other air had so and so. So he looked sadder than yesterday.
trauriger als gestern. Aus.
Trauriger. Yes, traurig aus gestern. But in this case, you can also say yes, gestern trauriger. No, no, you still have to be. Yes, trauriger aus gestern. Yeah. So he's just as angry as I like his dog. My brain is processing a lot of things at the same time. So he's just as angry like his dog would be. What?
Er ist genauso wütend wie sein Hund.
Yeah. On after else nouns. That comes after else or nouns remains in nominative. Okay. So er ist genauso wütend wie sein Hund, not seinen Hund, wie sein Hund. So you guys are crazier than I thought.
Ihr seid verrückter, als ich gedacht habe.
Crazier. Verrückter.
Verrückter. Oder als ich dachte, oder als ich gedacht habe.
Als ich gedacht habe. Yeah, and als und wenn always creates what Nebensatz. Okay. Then he is inhuman, just as I guessed.
Inhuman.
So, menschlich und unmenschlich.
I'm sorry, and I guess I forgot.
Unmenschlich. See, I'm sorry. Just a,
Oh, I said I'm rapping. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Unmenschlich, I don't even admit. Yeah. Unmenschlich. Yes, guess you have plenty. You can use verraten or vermuten. So use vermuten.
Er ist er ist genauso unmännlich, als ich vermutet habe.
Going to be wie ich vermutet habe. Wie ich vermutet habe. Not als, but then
Yeah.
wie. Is that?
Yes, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So er ist unmenschlich. You can choose to say the genauso, but then genauso is normally when we are talking about two nouns, but in this case we are talking about a noun and an activity. So Marcel, which can also you're still correct. So it's here, unless you are saying he's exactly inhuman as I guessed. You get it. So er ist unmenschlich wie ich vermutet habe. Okay, so here's what inhuman, just as I guessed. Okay, so als und wie, please practice. V is when something is just like something. Then als is when done something. Okay. More complicated, yeah. All right. So wir lassen uns gemeinsam gehen. We are letting lassen. Wir lassen uns gemeinsam gehen.
Should I read?
No. Like by the context of using lassen here, because normally wir gehen gemeinsam, but uns, sich lassen. Yeah, sich lassen. Yeah, you see. So they use sich lassen. So sich lassen is like It's still like letting something happen to you. It's like zulassen, like lassen, qua. Lassen is the only German verb which is used, like which means 8 different things, and they are used like they can be used in 8 different contexts. Lassen can be used in 8 different contents, and I'll find time and teach you. But then here in this lesson is like letting something go on. It's like zulassen. Oh my God, wir lassen uns gemeinsam gehen. Okay. So Nummer 1 is for Nana K. Bist du da? Der Nana K oder last. If you don't know network number. If you don't know what's it. Okay, then we can say over in the next say. So Nummer 1, Mr. Kofi, then Rich Love Nummer 2, Karen Nummer 3, then Make Nummer 4. So let's go. Mr. Kofi Nummer 1, quick.
Okay. Mein Alltag ist eigentlich voll mit Geschenken. Die voll.
No, because you mentioned it. I'm just
Okay. Mein Alltag
underlining.
ist eigentlich voll mit Geschenken. Die Kinder, mein Mann, der Job, das Haus. Doch lässt mich nur an das Morgen denken. Vergangenes hat keine Chance.
So this is like Umgangsgespräch, colloquial German. So instead of saying eine, they'll say ne. Then you see nen for einen. Okay, so Vergangenes hat kaum eine Chance. So the past don't have like hardly have a chance. Kaum means hardly. Okay, ich kann kaum warten means I can hardly wait. Ich kann kaum warten. So kaum means hardly. Okay, is it this kaum means I hardly see you. Okay, so you can. Is that?
Said or barely.
But the you and A hardly. B2 there barely. All right, then number 2. Yeah. So mit mein Alltag is eigentlich. Eigentlich means actually. Okay, voll mit Geschenken. My daily routine, my days are filled with what? It's filled with Geschenk gifts. Which gift is the person talking about? The Kinder, my man, the job, das Haus. Doch ihr lässt mich nur an das Morgen denken. So ihr lässt mich, it lets me, but he, referring back to my Alltag, yeah?
Kinder name man no. And I see the gift.
Or like, okay, referring to saying. Literature, you're referring to saying. It's like a comment from someone. Literature, you can. So my Alltag is like a full multiplication, not idioms, but like one of those figurative form. So the Kinder, my man, their job, das Haus, doch ihr lässt mich nur an das Morgen denken. So ihr referring back to what? Their Alltag. It lets me only to think on like think of the morning. As in like think of tomorrow. The past don't have a chance. Okay, so like these things now these days, like the person is saying that we need chance to think about things of the past, as in like having those friendly times with the friends and these things, the Kinder, my man, their job, their cows, now they are filled with what? Her day. And then that day is not the day is not like only let her what think of what tomorrow. This pressure from these areas, only let her think of tomorrow, what the children will eat tomorrow, what the man is going to wear tomorrow, what will happen at work tomorrow, like think of the future. Okay, so they hardly think of what's the past. Okay, klar. Then Nummer zwei. Lassen. Nummer zwei. Wer war das?
Jana.
Jemand, du bist 4. Rich Love, bist du da? Nummer 2.
Okay.
Hey, Rich Love.
No, I didn't know it was the one.
And when denkst du? And wen denkst du? What are you thinking of, Rich Love? And okay, then are they all here? Rich Love. What's yours?
Can I read? Okay.
Yes, please.
Dein Anruf hat mich aufgeweckt. Die alten Zeiten sind wieder da. Wir haben uns beide wieder entdeckt. Wir sind uns wieder wie damals nah. Wieder entdeckt. Okay.
All right, so dein Anruf hat mich aufgeweckt. So normally, saying this, your call like has awoken me. Aufwecken. Wecken means to wake. Wecken means to wake. So has waking me up. Okay, dein Anruf, your call, der Anruf, the call is what? So the alten Zeiten sind wieder da. The old times are there again. Wir haben uns beide wieder entdeckt. So we have discovered ourselves again. So the verb here is entdecken. Entdecken means to discover. Okay, so oder wiederfinden. Wiederfinden. Synonym is wiederfinden. We found ourselves again. So entdecken means to, so wieder entdeckt. So wieder, then what? Entdeckt. Wir sind uns wieder damals nah. So the na is just like an expression, okay? So wir sind uns wieder wie damals. Damals is what? Earlier. Okay. We are ourselves like before. Wie damals. Hello,
Yeah.
Okay. I said,
That's you. At the same time.
No. Wie damals. Wir sind uns
At the
wieder.
same time.
We are ourselves again.
Mm.
We are ourselves again like before. Wie damals. Ja. Dann Nummer 3. Wer ist dran? Karen, ja.
Du lässt mich deine Träume lesen. Ich lass dich meine Gefühle sehen. Du lässt mich deine Gedanken denken. Wir lassen uns beide gemeinsam gehen.
People around
Ja, also du lässt mich deine Träume. Meine Hunde du also. Or the same thing. Ich lass dich. I think I'll just have to.
Question in.
So lassen, okay. Lassen means to let. Lassen is the only German verb that can have two accusatives. And in English, it's the same thing. In English, you can have two objects. With let's. So lassen, you will see I'm missing and because like That's what I say, like, and when you're adult, so I don't know where to start from. But basically, lassen means to let, okay? I want to say, I'm letting you. Let me create a note on it.
But then, you said that you can follow action.
And I say, PPM, say, PPM, say, there, it means I have to learn. Yeah, so the verb lassen, to let, to have something done. These are the basic two. Meaning and usage of lassen. Lassen as full verb. Lassen in the causative, it was machen lassen, to let someone do something. Word order. So ich is what is lasse. Do lest is irregular. For the ear, do and yes form. So dann, ja, lest gleich. Wir lassen, ihr lasst, sie lassen. So example, I leave the book there. Simple sentence. I'm leaving the book there. But it's lasse das book here. Okay, simple lesson. Okay, simple lesson to let, to, you know, even, yeah. But then this leave, probably you guys will understand it just like this. But then leave in German means verlassen. Okay, that's to leave a place, and leaving something somewhere is lassen. Okay, I think that's the best explanation. Okay, when I'm leaving the meeting, then what is verlasse das Meeting or das Treffen? Verlassen means to leave, actively leave, as in leave, as in get moving out from a place. Is verlasse, leaving. Okay, so it's verlasse das Haus. I'm leaving the house. Then leaving something somewhere is lassen. Okay. To leave, I'm leaving the book here. Ich lasse das Buch hier. Oder einfach, ich lege das Buch hier. Ich lege das Buch hier. Then do, let's do mich in Ruhe. Are you leaving me in peace? So lass mich in Ruhe. These are just examples, okay? So, yeah. So we are leaving the door open. We are letting the door open. Let me just use letting. We are lassen the two opening, and lassen is used as a modal verb when it's combined with other verbs. So I am letting you go. We will try that. I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. Ich lasse dich gehen. It's used like modal verb. You must let me go better.
Hey.
You know du musst. And also we say go.
Du musst mich gehen lassen oder lassen gehen.
Gehen lassen.
Gehen lassen.
The lesson is the main verb. It's complicated, but I think it will be best when I use examples to teach you than explain, because it has many things, like plenty things attached to it, like modal verbs, having two accusatives, yeah. So like this. So you have to let me go. Du musst mich gehen lassen. The lassen will go to the end. So anything with lassen, with modal verbs, then the lesson will go to the end, then activity will stay. So you should let me clean the room.
Du sollst mich das Zimmer putzen lassen.
Sollst mich when I'm talking about, in this sentence, how many accusatives do you have?
Two, mich
So
and
you
the
have ones. Mich and hot, yeah. If you say du sollst mir das Thema putzen lassen, that is way different, and yeah, so du sollst mich das Thema putzen lassen. Okay, let me clean, but to avoid Saturday, like I said, you should just let me clean the room. It still means the same thing. Boots no pretty and many to know it now. Yeah, so the most das Thema von mir putzen lassen. Yeah. Use the font to say the mir, but then when you use it without the font, then I'll use ChatGPT instead. Google new answer. Okay, but then I think there is something. Okay, so to let or to allow. So he lets me gain. He lets me go. To leave something behind. The last and that's first get off net. We left as in, I don't know what like you can use the participle with last, then but then here the participle is used as an adjective. I mean, like, and when your man does one, so like me, who see a missing child, honestly, but it's a new home, so a new home, just that you have to use a beer to like cases nina. Okay, so I work required on my four plus 5, yeah, on my 40 or the 5 contest. So to stop, to refrain for something, yeah, that's sein. Let something be. To let something be. He stop to lose it alone. Then the imperative last uns again. Smiling. But the way like the basic one, letting something be something. Yeah, let me again. I'm letting you go. I'm letting me come. Then to leave something behind, as in say, not as in you leaving place. I just said leaving a place, AFL lesson, then you leaving something behind. You can use lesson, but then the definite here is not as in the participle, but then it's still the participle. Why? But then in this case, it's an adjective. You say the windows are opened. You say die Fenster sind geöffnet. Okay, yeah, there's the Zustand passive. Okay, yeah. So wir lassen das Fenster geöffnet. Yeah. So to stop. So ich lasse mein Auto reparieren. That's this contest now. I was a letting something to be done by someone. Okay, when I say ich repariere mein Auto, it means I am repairing what my car. But when I'm saying that, when I want to say that someone else is doing it for me, I'm going to let someone repair my car. Okay, I'm going to let the mechanic repair my car. Ich lasse mein Auto reparieren. Okay, ich lasse, I am letting my car to be repaired, but then not in past tense. It's reparieren.
Yeah.
So the format,
It's last time my first posting.
yeah, you are
I said the
letting
commission
someone clean. You are letting your what, your windows to be cleaned. Okay, this contest that you have to make it easy. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm letting
Plus,
myself to be
meine Haare schneiden.
schneiden. Instead of saying ich gehe zum Friseur oder ich gehe zur Friseurin, Germans will say ich lasse meine Haare schneiden oder ich lasse mir die Haare schneiden. You can use it reflexively. Okay, yeah. Especially body parts. Body parts are to use reflexively. Then er lässt sich die Haare schneiden. Yeah. So he has his hair cut, or he is letting his hair to be cut. Like literally, that's what it means. But then, so we are lassen das Haus streichen. So instead of saying we are letting them paint, we are painting our house. Because when you say we are painting English, you say we are painting our house. But then we are not the people doing it. So we are letting our house to be painted. Someone else is doing it. So we are lassen unser Haus streichen.
Yeah.
Then
When and let me say on TV.
in
Streichen.
yeah,
Streichen schneiden. We say charge people are copying. Yeah.
The past tense there, I will teach it after say mature or the content, but then at least these things, letting something to be done by someone. Okay. So I am letting myself this sentence should be the rules das Thema von mir putzen lassen. The same sentence here. You see, I open that man. What is it upon? Last page, so I'll teach the lesson, but then basically that's what it means. Okay, so the lest mich deine Träume lesen. You are letting me read your dreams. So here two accusative, mich und deine. And I said lesson, you can have two what accusatives because like eine complicated. Du lässt mich deine Träume lesen. Ich lasse dich meine Gefühle sehen. I'm letting you see my feelings. Ich lasse dich meine Gefühle sehen. Okay. Du lässt mich deine Gedanken denken.
Boy, I say
Yeah.
last time I said no. I don't know. Say if you I say helping verb here or modal verb. Also, the way I say modal verb here, no.
And I'm
Say
say lesson. And I mentioned that no network, I mentioned nothing to do with telling. They said say lesson is also used with modal verbs when it's paired with other verbs. Okay. Yeah, but then when it's used with modal verb, that's when lesson will go to the end of the sentence, but then the other verb will come before what lesson. Okay. So wir lassen uns beide gemeinsam gehen. We are letting we both ourselves go together. Ja. Beste Freundinnen schon damals. Beste Freundinnen schon damals. Best friends already that time. Then weg auch heute gemeinsam gehen. Poetry no gemeinsam denken fühlen. I didn't then and then say Dann das heißt verstehen. Das heißt oder das bedeutet verstehen. So beste Freundinnen schon damals den Weg auch heute gemeinsam gehen. Like going on the road together, dann gemeinsam denken, fühlen wie damals, den anderen ansehen. In the book, no going to a lesson. Just used it. Because I'm going to get to you. Yeah. So I'll find it correct.
I'm quick.
Practice.
On the tour.
I feel now, but yes.
On the tour. I don't want to actually man. Charlie. I'm not going to move. I'm
I
more
don't feel now.
qualification now.
Very less,
Yeah, can I
very
be my
less,
couple?
very less than verse 2. Who is letting who do what? So they practice saying and one like letting someone do something. Okay. Or like someone letting you do something. Yeah. So ich zeichnen Sie Pfeile und schreiben Sie Sätze wie im Beispiel. Haustier, Michel, mein bester Freund, Germany. Basically, let's like using the let as in the lesson as letting something do something. So my chef lets me all up naming. My boss lets me what take vacation. My chef sat that's all up naming stuff. The same thing. Okay, to let someone do something is to allow someone to do something. So my chef sat that's all up naming stuff. Order my chef lets me all up naming because what the permission came from what the person, my chef. You get it? Be the same sentence, So maybe meine Mutter als Kind, no past tense. I said no past tense. Als meine Mutter lässt uns Computer spielen. Okay? Ich lasse meine Tochter Bücher lesen. I let mine. So you can form plenty sentence, okay, with the basic definition of lesson to let something, yeah. So I'm letting myself think of you. Ich lasse mich an dich denken. Ich lasse mich an dich denken. So you can try it. And you know, me, and should I share you? I just form sentences, plenty sentences with them. Okay, so try to cover it on your own, but then I'll still teach it. But I want you guys to get a fair idea. And yes, I'm very confused because of the many ways that you use to lesson. Okay, so please get used to it. You can just type ChatGPT how to use lesson. Okay, then I'll come in, I'll build a concrete note, then I'll use it to teach. Okay, so that I get a feel to it because I don't. With lesson, you can use it in many ways. It doesn't mature, maybe a very style, but then when you have a fair idea already, then we'll continue. I think the weekends I will teach it, okay? Yeah. But then basic lesson, the two lesson that you have to know. The first one, letting something. So I'm letting what, someone's letting who, someone is letting what. Okay, that's what you have to know. Then letting something to be done. You have to also know that one. Okay, yeah. Alright, so lesen Sie und beantworten Sie die Fragen. Wie funktioniert das Tandem Sprachportal im Internet? Was möchte Michaela? Let's go.
Should I read?
No, Richlaw. Richlaw, let's go.
The rich lava, but you, I think, more than that one.
Please, I can't read. My phone is running low. It's me,
Oh.
Charlie.
Oh, then please, then you have to leave
Rich
it.
lava,
Because Ranila already.
rich lava is
Order.
sexy voice.
Order. But okay, we're almost done, so we'll just do a quick recap. So Tandem is a language exchange portal. Okay, like language exchange platform. So Tandem Sprachportal, yeah. So finde deinen Briefpartner. Schreibt euch in beiden Sprachen. Write each other. So schreibt euch in both languages. Also, you might read American, okay. Here, no, schreiben is not used, it's not fixed with the preposition in, but then because we are using this in context, schreib yourself in what both language, you use the it in dative, the preposition in dative. Manchmal kannst du Dinge in deiner eigenen Muttersprache besser. So sometimes you besser sagen. Sometimes you can say things in your own mother language better on what exactly. Genauer, more exactly. Und dein Partner kann sein Leseverstehen üben. And your partner can what practice your reading understanding. Wenn du möchtest, dass
Boy, I actually really confusing.
euch is you, but then you guys, schreibt euch in beiden, right? You guys, write
Yeah,
yourselves.
I know, but the usage, so sometimes I have confusing with yeah, no, yeah, the
But then it's
oil,
ear,
cause
that's ear, nominative, then
wait, what's the
accusative, then
answer?
dative.
Type oil.
Mhm. So it's
Okay.
ear.
Yeah,
Ihr schreibt euch in beiden
I have a problem with
Sprachen.
that one.
I said that
Didn't say
wir
your time
schreiben
in the
uns.
morning too.
We write ourselves. Ja. So wenn du möchtest, dass dein Partner sich auf besondere Punkte konzentriert, konzentrieren auf, dass dein Partner sich, Position of sich, ja, dass dein Partner sich auf besondere Punkte konzentriert, Artikel, Verbindungen, Verbendungen, Adjektiven Endungen. Dann schreibt ihm das. Ähm,
Das ist lassen wir auch.
was
Lass
ist
ihn auch deine Texte korrigieren. Das war das lassen wir. In der Buch und der kann hier for you. Lassen
So, I listen, yeah, lesson, like, wait, lesson is just the imperative. So let us go is last one's game, and then it's simple as that. It's just like hey, saying, do less one's game, you are letting us go. So that's the imperative. Imperative there is simple. And you're using more. Last mission, Ruhe. Let me be in peace. Let me be in peace. Last
lassen
mission, Ruhe.
weitermachen.
Okay, yeah. The last one's weitermachen. Let us continue. So like any day easy. Any kid be last any other question, but as like when okay, so lass ihn auch deine Texte korrigieren. Okay, so lassen als Modalverb. Hier findet ihr Ideen für Gesprächsthemen, kommentiert, kommentiert. Ja, tá bom, kommentieren means to comment, yeah. Und der Kommentar is the comment. So kommentiert, when you use the verb, I always use the verb. So kommentiert immer eure Texte. Always comment. Yeah. So Tandem, I've actually joined. You can create an account. Okay. Sometimes you write a test. Okay, in your own version, write it in German. Then the other Germans, the native Germans on the portal, they will correct your test randomly. They'll write corrections. Okay, they'll correct it in the comment section. Yeah, I joined it before, even before I decided learning German. That's way back, way back, way back. I joined. I think which language was I writing in? I've forgotten, but then I used it before. Then here, I want to end it. Right. All right. So,
The apple now can.
yeah, I get it. So, yeah, you can create an account. Unless maybe they've done some maybe to it. But initially, I joined from Ghana. Way back.
I know the other. What they find a partner now.
So it's a language exchange portal. So you exchange, like as in you write something in the language that you are learning. You write something in the language now you want to learn, and maybe then the native speakers, they will correct the text that you write. Okay. Like you said, just another way of learning the language that you wish to learn. All right. So tomorrow we'll continue, but tomorrow will be at 5. Let's end up it was at 5. It's ETML. So we'll continue tomorrow, okay? Then we start a new chapter. And yeah, tomorrow will be at 5. Okay. All right, so please practice the lesson. Okay? Use plenty forms, okay? Plenty usage of lesson. Okay, then I'll go over it later. All right.
Sure.
All right, so choose a Selassie Oish AM, okay?
Okay. Yeah, I think last thing you can okay.
Yeah, move film screen is on call.